This is a tool from Don Beck's Psychology of the Large Scale. This was applied in both South Africa and the Middle East. We call this the 5 deep strategy. Okay? Everything that I have said about Donald Trump, everything that you hear in the media reports is being given to us as the first strata of the structure. It is action to actions and behaviors. I mean, it was good stuff. In most cases, this is all you need. When a system is stable, and it's stable for a long time, this is all we need. There is no deep change because we don't need deep change. If things are working, you don't touch them. You don't, if something is not broke, don't fix it. So it perpetuates the status quo, but we are not in a stable system. So what we've been hearing is nothing more than just talk about what people know what to talk about. What we do is we go all the way down to those life conditions. You really want to know why these Trump supporters are the way they are, you go visit them where they live. There was a great piece of journalism this last weekend in Quartz.com, QUARTZ.com, by I think the title of it, you can Google it and read it. The title of it was Why We Should Stop Mocking Trump Supporters. This guy who wrote it was a very successful investment banker. Lived his whole life surrounded by computer screens in a corner office, making hundreds of millions of dollars for himself and for his clients. Okay, he calls in this piece of journalism, he calls the Donald Trump supporters the kids who sat in the back of the room, in the back of the classroom, and he considered himself someone who sat in the front row. He looks at them as maybe they did not have the cognitive abilities to be where he is. But so what he did is, after the financial crisis, the guy had a attack of consciousness and decided to change things. And he spent the last 6 months, instead of reporting from behind a computer, doing his research about who Donald Trump's supporters are, he actually decided to go and live among them for 6 months. And you can, as you read the piece, you can actually witness his transformation all throughout those 6 months. Okay? He went down there telling these people, asking them what the problems are, and they basically say that, our incomes are down, good jobs are gone, there is no manufacturing, that we're worried about the future of our kids, we are worried about our own economic mobility. And his standard answer for the first half of the time that he spent there is how could you not like global trade? It is better for the overall health of our economy and our prosperity. The fact that manufacturing has shipped off to China should be a good thing for you because it gives you cheap products. And he kept using arguments like that for 3 months, and he woke up one day, he's like, what the heck am I doing? Then and only then, when he's living among these people, did he develop what we call empathetic listening. This is not just any type of empathy. It is if you're a spiral wizard or an integral design engineer, listening with empathy from the 7th level, from the integrative level, allows you to detach from your own perspective, from your own view on things, and begin to appreciate what other people have to say. So he eventually discovered that these people were the meat and potatoes of American society just less than 2 or 3 decades ago. That jobs did abandon them. That they feel like no one can explain to them why they're not being looked at. The standard answer that they've been given is that that's just the system. No one can point to someone that they say he's responsible for your decline. And suddenly a guy shows up and says, I will fix it. And these people have hope. False hope, nevertheless, but it's hope. And it rallies the base. And that's what this guy discovered. So that tool of 5 deep is that you dig all the way down to life conditions, and if you're an integrally informed integral design architect, you begin to understand what these people's value systems are and how they express themselves. Okay? You understand the systems and the structures that have shaped how they think. Okay, basically that the system has moved forward. We live at a time where financial innovation is king. Capitalism based on manufacturing is old, is dirty, it is of yesteryears, it does not belong in our future moving forward. So once you realize that that's what our system did to these people, left them behind as if they're neglected yesterday's newspaper, you begin to understand why they're angry. Okay? And you focus on their mindsets and worldviews. Their worldview is that, why are we being ignored? We were the people who built America. We were really a part of that system. And suddenly, financial innovation comes along as the greatest thing that ever happened to capitalism, and we're being left behind. So it helps to go 5 deep and analyze groups and subgroups. Don used this in South Africa. They used it in both the West Bank and Israel, and they discovered the asymmetry that existed between Israel, which is a first world country, and the West Bank, which is a profile of typical Arab country, centered in purple red. And so you get an idea of the asymmetry and what you have to do. So that's why Don and Elsa focused on Build Palestine initiative. They had no blue, and in order for them to sit at the negotiation table with Israel and be at the same level, they had to build their blue. So they focused on training them on how to build blue institutions to get them out of the rut of the repetitive purple-red that never goes beyond that. Okay? Very important to look 5 deep.